I want to specially welcome you to the science department and particularly to the physics class. And what we'll be doing today is to generally give you a general overview and introduction of what physics is all about and what are the attributes and qualities of students that want to excel in this particular department. I'm sure maybe you have some of your fears, some of your phobias, and rumors you've heard about it being a subject that is quite intimidating. But I want you to have a fresh mind. I want you to have a new mindset. I want you to put all of those aside. No matter who has told you what about physics, can you just let that one slide and not discourage you? Now, physics is such an interesting subject that holds the key to many, many secrets of what is around us. Now, your understanding of these keys, laws, principles will arm you with the resourcefulness, with the right tools to be a great person and to achieve your desired goal or even attain the desired height you are looking forward in your career. Have you ever wondered how aeroplanes, helicopters, jets, all of these flies in the air? And lately we now have drones also joining. And many of these, they defy gravity. Nothing seems to pull them back. But when you try to fly, just like any of them, what happens? We are easily pulled back. Even when you try to jump up, you see what happens to you. You are easily attracted back to the earth. So it's obvious that there's a secret behind all of these things. What makes all these things to defy gravity, to fly, and they are not being pulled back? Yet when you try to throw something in the air, it can't do the same. Then it means that there's something that we need to learn or something that those who develop them have known. And that's what physics will be teaching you all about. You will see planes carrying hundreds, if not over 100 passengers on board, and yet all of those people will move from one country to another safely. Those are the wonders of physics. Now, beyond that, what about ships? Some ships are cargo ships carrying thousands and thousands of tons of containers. These are very, very massive and heavy things. And some of them are even naval ships that are very, very big and massive. They are very, very big. They are massive. Some of them can house over 500 people, over 1,000 people. Some ships can be bigger than some of our houses. Some of them can be bigger and taller than three-story buildings. And yet, all of these things, all of these things floats on water. But if you try to throw a stone or a coin into the same water, what happens? It just sinks. But this massive ship don't sink. They don't sink. They float and they travel in the Atlantic Ocean, in the Pacific Oceans. They travel for thousands of miles to their various destinations without sinking. Now, what makes this to be possible? How come this is possible? How come these things don't sink? All of these are what we'll be looking at in physics. Physics also gives us the opportunity to know what happens beyond our planet Earth. When you're talking about this Earth that we have, beyond this Earth, what happens outside Earth? The sun, the moon, our Milky Way galaxy, the universe, other planets outside this planet Earth. Physics has made man to be able to explore the laws governing that place as well, the realities of those places. We know that the sun, which is a star, is not the only sun in our in the whole universe. We have many, many more stars. We have many more suns that are even brighter than it. Yet, how do we come about this knowledge? How do we know about the planets in the universe? It's physics that makes all of this to be possible. Even the possibility of launching rockets into the space to explore all of this, of sending robots, of sending man to moon. We are now talking about going to Mars, or sending robots to all of these places, putting cameras, Even having the International Space Stations, where we have astronauts working, all of this to feed us with information about the Earth. And all of these are just wonders that physics helps us to know, helps us to understand. And so when you are learning physics this time, these are the things, some of the things you'll be learning. What makes all of these things possible? What are some of the knowledge that scientists know that make them to be able to achieve this? You also will be introduced to many of these. You also be able to understand some basic household appliances and luxury that we seem to enjoy in our generation. Yes, you may not know that we are enjoying now, but if we should remove physics from your immediate life, from your life this very moment, you will see that this whole world will be plunged into very deep darkness. Physics has helped us, has made this world a better place. The phone I'm using to communicate to you is physics that is making that possible. Yes, the road, the transportation, the construction industry, the production industry, the oil and gas sector, the manufacturing industries. Physics has helped many machines, many gadgets, many equipment to be produced. We are talking about even telecommunication industry, ability to call somebody in one part of the world and to respond in another part of the world or one part of the country. So do video calls, to face chat, audio calls, send messages. Physics has made many of these things possible because the underlying basic principles of many of these inventions and creativity is very much tied to physics. So our knowledge of physics has really helped us to achieve all this. And then maybe just to save time, we cannot really finish exploring all the dimensions and aspects that physics has helped us. Just look around, you will see the impact of physics in one thing or the other that you are currently or you've enjoyed today. Now we don't want to go beyond that. We now want to look at what are the qualities and the attributes of a student that will excel in physics. If you are going to do well in physics, there's some non-negotiable mandatory qualities that will give you an edge over your colleagues if they don't apply such. One of such qualities is observation. You must be a very observant student. You must not just be a keen observer, you must also be a keen listener. You must be able to see well and hear well. When I say see well and hear, I'm not just talking about seeing literally. That is, you will look for patterns. You will look for how the laws are being played out. You look out for because when we say some things are mysteries, some things are secrets, and many people have been passing them without knowing them, it calls for someone that has a very keen observation to discover them. So in physics, in physics classes, when you are reading the books, even your thoughts, you must be able to listen carefully to your own self. You must be able to listen, not to memorize. We are in physics, we don't encourage students to memorize, we encourage you to understand. Because what you are going to learn is quite much. How much can you be memorizing? So you memorize as little as possible, but more than that, you pay attention to really understand what is being taught. Then one more thing also, if you are a good lover, you must be a good lover of invention, creativity. You want to do something that will make the world a better place. If you are kind of person that you think you need to prefer solution to the challenges that we are facing, many of the things we are currently enjoying, some people decide to prefer them for us. Some people decide to make them possible. So more or less as if they are handing you the baton. We are going to be teaching you the principles that makes many of these things possible so that you also can add your own quota to making our society better in the course of learning these principles and these laws and many of the secrets you've been exploring in physics. Now, and one more thing in physics that is very important. You must be a lover of mathematics. Yes, mathematics is more like the language by which we review physics. we explore physics. Mathematics becomes meaningful when it gets into physics. In physics, we use mathematics to explain, to reveal, to divulge, to expatiate on the nitty-gritties, on the internal anatomy of everything within physics. So your understanding of mathematics must be very solid. And if you're already good in your mathematics, oh, kudos to you. But if you're not that strong, please, you must embrace and you must love mathematics so that you can do well as well in physics. Now, this next point is one of the most crucial points that you must have. You must be hardworking. You must be diligent. You can't be a lazy student and wants to survive or thrive or blossom and succeed in physics class. No, that's not going to happen. Physics calls for diligence. It calls for thinking. It calls for reading. It calls for meditation. It calls for regurgitation. You will think, you will keep thinking, you will meditate. What you are thinking about, you try to squeeze out more understanding, more knowledge, more insight by going through it over and over again. So, and you'll be solving questions. Sometimes you look as if you are failing, but you're not actually failing because all of us, everyone who has done one thing or the other in physics has succeeded. We've all met one kind of obstacle or the other. Imagine Thomas Edison, the man that discovered the incandescent bulb. Now, some says he failed 9,999 times. Some say he fails 999 times. But it's well established that he failed over hundreds of times. Over 100 times. So it means that even when you look at when a particular challenge or a problem is looking difficult to solve, you don't train it well. You don't give up. You don't hastily conclude that you can't do it. You keep at it. So anyone that will be successful in physics must be such a person that is diligent, that can persevere, that can endure, that can just stay on a particular challenge until solution comes. So if you can have this, and I want you to have this as your mindset as you are going into this subject. And I believe if you can do this, you will definitely do so well. Take all of these instructions to heart, and in our series of videos that you'll be seeing hereafter, you'll see that it's quite an interesting and exciting subject. God bless you.